What's going on, y'all? AFO back again, and hold the presses. Tim Tebow is back, and he's on the Jaguars. And that makes, for us Titans fans, that's going to be a little interesting because obviously we play the Jaguars twice a year now. But he's going to play as a tight end instead of QB for the Jaguars. He goes back, he reunites with Urban Meyer. This was by Ian Rappaport. So they said they're expected to sign him, former QB turned tight end, to a one-year deal. Said he's on his way back. Jaguars are expected to sign the former quarterback this week or next. This week or the next week. That's weird wording. So a one-year deal as a tight end, according to Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero. He's considered a long shot to make the roster. So people are going to be going crazy over this, but Tebow. Like it says right here, he's 33 years old. Ain't played since he was on the Eagles in 2015. That was 6 years ago. And he hasn't played in a game since 2012. That was literally 9 years ago. I was in 8th grade when he last played. So people are going to be going wild over this. There's really, and if he's considered a long shot to make the roster, that's probably the case. It's just been so freaking long since he's played. And, here's an article from the New York Post, set to get a second chance with the Jaguars. Said recently had a tryout with the Jaguars. This was a few weeks back, after reaching out to them regarding his interest in converting to a tight end. After teams no longer showed interest in him as a QB, stupid ads, he pursued a baseball career and played several minor league seasons in the Mets organization and retired in February. And he was actually doing pretty good with the Mets. I think he almost made the team, and then he got hurt when he was on the AAA affiliate for the Mets. So it said he's reunited with Urban Meyer, obviously his former Florida Gators head coach, who's making his first foray into the NFL with the Jaguars. I guess the best thing that'll happen, if it's a long shot he makes the roster. Obviously he hasn't played since 2015, but if he does, I'm going to credit my buddy Adam. We were just talking about this, that he'll have some packages for Tim Tebow, being in the like a wildcat type deal, or putting him in at QB, maybe in like goal line situations for him to run it in. So it may not be a long shot that he makes the roster. I think, they're the Jaguars. They're going to try to do everything they can, and Urban Meyer's get something up his sleeve. And I think he really likes Tim Tebow, and obviously he was a Heisman quarterback when he was at Florida under Urban Meyer. So I think Urban Meyer, he might have a bit of a long-in relationship with him and wanting him to be like a favorability towards him, I guess you could say. I couldn't think of the word, but if that does happen, then, I think the Jaguars will use him in certain ways, different ways. He may not play exclusively tight end because can't he even block? I know he played tight end for a little bit when he was with the Patriots, I think. Or they trot him out, or they put him on special teams, and he's never really, came to fruition outside of, maybe a few preseason games playing at tight end or whatever. But he's a solid athlete. But at this time, he's 33 years old. Does he have that same spark or desire? I can't question it. I love Tim Tebow. I love the guy, solid Christian, loves the Lord and everything like that. I love that part of him. But I don't know. As a Titans fan, I don't think we need to be super worried. That could come back to bite me. But, like Pelissero said, he said he's considered a long shot to make the roster. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It was hold the presses. That's literally all I got on my notifications. But, you did dig deep down into it and said he's considered a long shot to make it. It's like, well, really, But I guess that comes to it when you're the former Heisman winning QB and you essentially got pushed out of Denver for Peyton Manning, Tebow Magic. Tebow Magic's what that used to be called. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to, give my initial thoughts on that. It came out, I was headed straight back home, and this came out, and I'm like, well, why not give my initial thoughts about it? So, yeah, thank y'all for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and what do y'all think about Tim Tebow coming back? If he even makes the team or makes the roster, oh man, excuse me. And if he makes the roster, how do you think they'll use him? But who knows? We'll see what happens. We still got a long summer to go. But Titans fans, I wouldn't be super worried, really, to be honest with you. This is kind of just for fun. I hope it works out for him. I love the guy. But yeah, once again, thanks y'all for watching. AFO is out. God bless.